Good morning, students. Here today I have to teach you poem 3, that is The Voice of the Rain, which is composed by one of the greatest philosopher, poet, essayist and journalist and great poet of America, that is Walt Whitman. Really, here he talks with the rain and how it comes on the earth, how it originates, and how it comes to an end. Here you will know all about the water cycle and how beautifully this poem is written in verse libra without following any rhyme scheme. It is the video for class 11 English, and here you will understand the poem. First, the recitation of the poem is quite essential, that you must understand how to read the poems. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower, which stands to tell, give me an answer, as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal, I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. Eternal, I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea, upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same. And I descend to have the droughts, leave the droughts, atoms, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only latent, unborn. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin, and make pure and beautify it. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering, rigged or unrigged, duly with love returns. There are some difficult words that must be understood so that you can have a clear understanding of the lesson. That is quite essential. Thou here. Thou word is used for you. Soft falling. Here, falling lightly, gently, that you can see. Impalpable, that can't be touched, means the thing that water before we cannot touch it. Bottomless, bottomless means whose a place which has no bottom, means fathomless, immeasurable, immeasurable, that you can say. Whence, from where, vaguely, not clearly, latent, it means hidden. Here, vaguely, in an indefinite manner. Descend, come down. Descend means come down. Live, that is a very good word. Live, L-A-V, live. You will find it in the poem. It means wash or bathe. Wash or bathe. When it rains, it leaves everything. Droughts, D-R-O-U-G-S-T, drought, means dryness, that is the symbol of thirst. Atoms, atoms means very tiny particles of the soil or earth. Globe, that is the world. Latent, you have already understood. Unborn, which is not born. Origin, from where it has come, means source of birth. Fulfillment means accomplishment. Fulfillment means accomplishment, completion, that you can say. Recked, R-E-C-K-E-D, it is used in the brackets in the last line. Recked, cared about, means paid attention to. Duly, D-U-L-Y, duly means properly, rightly. So here you have understood some of the words that are used here, but I would tell you some of the important points that is the main attraction of the poem. Personification is the literary device used in the poem. What does it mean? Here the rain is used as a person, and here personification refers to that very figure of speech in which the inanimate objects are referred to as object, means the natural things just taken as a person who speaks and conveys his emotions or feelings, that is known as personification. Here in this poem there are two speakers. Who are these? Who are they? There are two speakers in the poem. First one is the poet and the rainfall. Means there is a good conversation between the poet and the rainfall. So the poem begins in a conversational tone, means they talk each other and conveys their feelings, and it is just to understand how a person can talk with the natural thing, that is rain, that is a source of life, that really creates something when there is lifelessness in the hot summer. The first two lines form the question put by the poet to the rainfall, and the rest constitute the answer of the rainfall. It means that in the first two lines the poet raises some questions that is answered by the rainfall, and how beautifully it is explained that how the water evaporates and rises higher, that cannot be touched, and then come back in the form of rain. But what is the process of the formation of clouds and then rain? It you will know in this poem. Moreover, there is parallel drawn between rain and music. Rain and music. You might have heard so many songs based on rain. Rain, rain, come again, come again. Huh? So here you have learned so many rhymes based on rain, as well as there is a poem written by the rain Khalil Gibran that you might have read. So here this poem is also very important, in which rain is used as person. Both originate from a source, rise up, reach fulfillment, accomplishment, and wander about, and finally return to their origin. Means, as the human beings just take birth from the five elements that they are made up of, that are what? Chitijal, Pav, Gagan, Samira. Means what? It says soil, that is earth, water, that is, without water our body cannot be constituted. Power, fire, sky, that is emptiness, and air. If there is absence of any element, it cannot be constituted. Our human body, any human creature or any creature cannot be constituted. So here this very rain is also constituted and when it flies and man grows, it comes back to the earth. It is buried or cremated. Like that, the rain that originates from the earth rise higher and come back to the earth. What a great philosophy has been used through the parallelism in this very poem. So it is the art and beauty of writing the poem to convey a good spiritual as well as the worldly phenomena in this very poem. So this is all in this video. Thank you, and I think you will like it, you will subscribe it, and you will just pay attention to this very poem. And in the next video I will tell you the summary, as well as in the next video I will tell you the question answers, and I will discuss something more. Thank you, children.